very wonderful story that I think is so appropriate for every day of our lives, but specifically for my life right now. And maybe it'll resonate with you too. I just took a picture of it because I looked it up. Some of you know this story very well. A farmer and his son had a beloved stallion who helped the family earn a living. And one day the horse ran away, and the neighbors exclaimed, "Your horse ran away. What a terrible luck." And the farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." Before I go on with this, I have this wonderful image of the townspeople. Every time anything happens, that they come running onto the property and they say what they say, and then they run off. Like, all the nosy people, the nosy ones, me and you, we're the nosy ones. Okay. A few days later, the horse returned home, leading a few wild mares back to the farm as well. And the neighbors shouted out, "Here they come," running onto the property. "Your horses have returned and brought several horses home with them. What great luck." And the farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." Later that week, the farmer's son was trying to break one of the mares in, and she threw him to the ground, breaking his leg. "Here they come." They ran onto the property. "Your son broke his leg. What terrible luck." And the farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." A few weeks later, the soldiers from the National Army marched through town, recruiting all the able-bodied boys for army. They did not take the farmer's son, still recovering from his injury. And they came on, the townspeople, the friends shouted, "Your boy is spared. What tremendous luck." To which the farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." I think it's so important that what's happening in our personal worlds, and I'll share more as the weeks come on of my personal world, but what's happening in our own personal worlds that seems sometimes like it's not good luck. If we can step back, if we can let ourselves be the witness. In Lakshmi, the Sri Sukta, which I've been teaching on, she says, "I am grateful for the knowledge that if I do my tapas, if I do my spiritual work, that I will transform this dull and dense mind into the radiant one. And I will enable myself to see all the treasures that the Divine Mother is giving to me, whether or not my life is coming at me in the way I wanted to, the way I thought was going to happen." So Veronica had said to me about a week ago, maybe more, she gave this wonderful little witchy idea, and I'm going to share it with you as well. And maybe it's something you want to wait and hold on to until the new moon. But if there's something in your life that you're wanting a resolution to, or something that you're needing to have some sort of ending to, and you want it to be the most beautiful and the sweetest way possible, right? Take a jar and place honey in it, or maybe maple syrup, and then put a little note inside of that jar of what it is that you wish to have a sweet ending or a sweet resolution to. And then place it in the earth, hand it back to Mother Nature. And so I did that at the new moon, and I placed it underneath my tree, my favorite tree in my backyard, to have the sweetest ending to whatever it is that's ending for you, or maybe beginning for you. So if you haven't yet, close your eyes. It's our ability to always co-create with nature, always co-create with the Divine Mother Lakshmi, the abundance of who we are, in whatever it is that we're receiving in life, and whatever it is that we're transforming in life. Just with your eyes closed, just take some deep breaths. Every time we bring ritual around our life, it becomes richer. Every time we realize tapas, the idea of doing spiritual work, is absolutely necessary, especially now when life gets turned upside down and things that we thought were one way become a different way. And instead of thinking they're good or bad, we could just take them in as value. Shraddha is the word faith. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Inhale for the sound of Om, deep breath in. Releasing your hands down, opening your eyes. And come onto your hands and knees and begin to do some cats and cow. Inhaling, look forward, exhaling, curl your chin towards your chest. Move in a way that your breath and your spine connect. Your mind, your breath, and your spine. Each time your chin comes towards your chest, pause now and just feel that roundness, that fullness. And then begin again. The fullness of who we are, even when we feel empty. I have told many of you that I've been seriously dating the moon for the last couple of years. And the idea of when the moon is new, it doesn't mean that it's not full anymore, that it's not whole anymore, that it's not perfect anymore. It's just moving through its phases. So there's moments that we're dark or empty, and then we begin to fulfill our light, just like the moon. Press back, downward facing dog, please. Now bend your knees here deeply and cat-cow here. And again, pausing when you round, feeling that fullness. Feeling the attention that you bring to your hands, your feet, your breath. And then find yourself dropping into complete downward facing dog, pressing the thighs back and dropping into the stillness. Beautiful. And very slowly walk your feet up to your hands, standing forward bend. Open and close your mouth so you can feel that sense of releasing your jaw. And to connect to that wholeness, that fullness, connect to your auric field that surrounds you. So inhale the arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Close your eyes and take in this just for a couple of breaths. Maybe good, maybe bad. Who knows? Instead, just stay the witness and do your work, do your tapas. Next time you reach up to the sky, drop your right arm down to the right side and reach over to the right and look down to your right fingertips. Look down. Inhale, reach back up and take it to the other side. Just go side to side, stretch. Again, just fanning that auric field. Nice, Valerie. Nice, Laura. Hi, Laura. Some of you are here I haven't seen for a while. Excellent. Come on back up. Reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then bend your elbows slightly. Lift your chest. Pull your ribs in and lean back. Feel your back body. So let your back body almost take that feeling of pressing into a roundness. And then bow forward. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Send your left leg back behind you. Drop your knee to the mat. Inhale your arms to the sky. Hi, Lorna. Good. Send your knee forward. Let your pelvis feel like it's releasing toward the floor. So you can do a little mula bandha, a little squeeze and lift, and then a little letting go. A little squeeze and lift, and a little letting go. Squeeze and lift, and a little letting go. So you find your power. And you also find the power of letting go. Good. Take your hands down to the floor. Frame the front foot. Straighten the front leg so you're in Ardha Hanumanasana, keeping your left hip on top of your left knee. Coming up to your right heel, and then clasp your hands behind your back, bowing forward over your right leg. Pull the navel in, shoulders back, deep bow. Use those arms, use those arms. Nice, Heidi. Float the hands to the floor and downward facing dog. Come forward to plank pose. Tuck your chin into your chest and round. Fill your back body up. Keep that action. Now look forward and move slightly past your wrist, lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. And then again, tuck your chin into your chest and pull the back body round. And then from that place, send your heart forward, look up. Press that downward dog. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Nice, Virginia. Nice, Maya. Left foot forward. Lower your back knee. Inhale your arms to the sky. So there's a tendency to want to shoot the ribs forward here. I know that's my tendency too. So draw the ribs back. Nice, Lisa. Yep. Sink deep into your pelvis and do just a couple where you're squeezing and lifting the pelvic floor and releasing it. Squeeze and lift and release. Take the armpits back just a little bit more. Take the throat back a little bit more. That's it. And then draw the hands down to the floor. Beautiful. Straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. And then clasp your hands behind you. Good. Bow forward. Let your hands pull the shoulders up. Lift the shoulders up. And then let the heart melt just a little bit more. Nice, Jane. Touch down, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank pose. Chin to chest. Pull in. So lift your thighs higher, thighs higher. Yes. Now look forward. Roll down onto your belly. Lift up into cobra. Tuck your chin into your chest. Pull it back. Now pull your throat back like you're just waking up, like so emerging. And then draw back, downward facing dog. Nice, Lisa. Nice, Roz. Step that right foot forward. Lower the back knee. Inhale the arms to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Good. Take your hands and place them on your right thigh. Press your right thigh forward. Now watch that back knee and see that the back knee is drawing down. The top of the thigh is getting lighter. And the only way to do that is to pull the top of your thigh or pull your butt cheek back just a little bit. Lean forward, tuck your chin into your chest. Pull the rib cage back. Good. And from here, nice and slow, reach your arms forward and up to the sky. So you take the back bend here without letting your back body overarch. You start to draw your eyes up. You start to hollow the armpits back just a little bit more. Gorgeous, everybody. Hands down to the floor. Lift your back knee up. Take your right arm to the sky. Twist. You now bend your right elbow, pull it back, and then pull your throat back, back, back. Even take your right hand and make a little bit of a claw with it. Claw, claw. Yeah. Take your right hand down to the floor, downward facing dog. Take it through vinyasa or none, up to you at this point. I do a couple with you, but then you make the decision. And super important, because some days we're really needing the extra vinyasa. Some days we're needing the extra rest. Both are very good. Not good, not bad. Good. Left foot forward when you're ready. Lower the back knee. Inhale the arms to the sky. And then take your hands down and place them on your left thigh and press forward. Let yourself feel that release in the pelvis. Release, that letting go. This is our creative juices, right? So if we're working to create a different way of doing something, we got to tap into this energy. Tuck your chin into your chest, curl in, and then start to raise your arms back up to the sky. Go slow so the heart lifts, but everything else is drawing in to hold that power of you. Hold the power of you. Beautiful. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Did I do something else here before we went back to go? Oh, thank you. Lift your back knee. I knew there was something. Lift your back knee. Take your left arm to the sky. Take your arm over your ear. And then bend that elbow. Take that shoulder back. Claw that left hand so you feel that piercing of the heart, the back of the heart. And then lower that left hand down to the floor, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come on down to those knees and press back to child's pose. Breathe into this beautiful body, beautiful mind. Through tapas, one attains the fruit from the bilva tree. Drive away all internal and external poverty, anything that makes me feel like I'm not enough. There's something very soothing, and I don't remember where I read it from, but something very soothing in the fact that you are just as powerful, if not more, than whatever life gives you. Whatever life offers you, grant value to that and transform it. But connect with nature, ask nature for help if you wish. Reabsorbed into nature and given back to us as a gift. Come on up to your hands and knees. Thread the needle. Stretch your right arm out to the right. Thread it underneath your left. Bring your right ear to the mat. Take your left arm, send it forward. You got it. And then push the tops of your thighs back. Take your sit bones wide. Connect deeper to your breath. And then rise up and take it to the other side. Open those shoulders. Hug those outer hips. So there's any injury that you're healing, hug those hips, keep them safe. Even squeeze your spine a little bit here. And then inhale, come on up. Good. Take your right leg back behind you, your left arm out in front of you. Yep. Nice, Jane. And then reach back for that ankle if you can. And then push your ankle into your hand so your shoulder opens more, your navel stays in. Maybe look left or right. Sometimes we feel like there's a nice little stretch if we turn our head. Maybe not, look straight ahead. Inquiring minds want to know, what will open me today? Good, gently release. And what opened you yesterday may be different. So maybe good, maybe bad, who knows? Try the other side. Reach back for that ankle, push into that hand. Open that shoulder, rotate your head. Smile. And gently release. Okay, come on up to those knees. Bring your hands up to your hips. Come on up. Stretch your right leg out to the right. Come on up to that heel. So lift up onto that heel and slide your right arm down your right leg. Left arm over your ear. Gate pose. So Crystal, go the other way. Yeah. Dig that heel down. Pull it back. Good. Come on up and let your left hand float to the floor. Raise your right leg up. And reach back and hold that ankle as you can. As the shoulder stretch, open the shoulder, pull back, spread those toes. Keep that navel in. Gorgeous, slowly release. Come on up, hands on your hips. Take a breath in and a breath out. No rush. And then change sides. If you prefer to keep the foot flat, you can. And then lift, some of you lift the foot up, some of you keep it flat. And then slide your left arm down your left leg, take your right arm over. Hug those hips, Lisa. Hug, hug, hug. And then come back and place in your right hand on the floor. Lift your left leg up. As your left leg comes up, squeeze as if there's a, just not as if, squeeze your legs together, pulling your legs back together. The power in that inner lining of your leg, and then reach back for that ankle. Pull your throat back. Spread your toes. And gently release. Good. Downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg back and up behind you, down dog split. Send your right knee forward for pigeon. If you're doing pigeon on your back, you can come to lie on your back, right ankle on top of left knee. Those of you that are doing pigeon with your belly facing the floor, walk your hands up and see if you can reach your, which one? Your left hand back for your left ankle. And then your right hand back for your left ankle as well. I swear, Lauren, you read my mind. I swear. Good. Now, if you cannot reach back with both hands, keep your right fingertips on the floor. Pull your shoulders back. So this is a shoulder stretch for you, but you got to squeeze your knees in toward each other. You got to squeeze your knees in. And then gently release. That's gorgeous. Nice job, Virginia. I love that. And then walk yourself forward. Come onto your forehead. If you're on your back, make sure your feet are flexed. And breathe a lot. Breathe a lot. Go inside. Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see. Be the witness. Step back from your life and watch instead of reacting to every event. Have emotions around it for sure. But don't be so sure that something that may not seem like what you wish for is not exactly what you need. Good. Walk yourself back up. If you're somebody on your back, feel free to stay there. Coming back into downward facing dog. If you're taking pigeon, belly facing the floor, left leg back and up behind you. Bring your knee forward. Walk yourself up. Nice, Yelena. Walk yourself up. And then can you reach back for your ankle, right hand, right ankle? If your left hand can reach back as well, go for it. Then draw those shoulders back, draw that throat back, squeeze those knees toward each other. Your eyes are getting more sparkling. Really, really, really nice. Nice, Melissa. And then slowly, nice, Patrice, walk yourself forward. If you're on your back, again, keep your feet flexed. Nice, Lisa. We've got lots of Lisas here today. Breathe deeply. And don't forget, I highly suggest if something becomes confusing in your life, go talk to a tree. Tree has seen everything. Find your favorite one in your yard, or go find one that's very, very old. It's been around for a very, very long time, like a, incredibly ancient mother who has the wisdom of knowing, because she's seen everything. Come on up, downward facing dog. Plank pose, and I want you to use this as a shoulder stretch. Savashisthasana, right hand holds you. Draw your shoulder blade deep onto your back. Stack your left leg on top of your right, or step your top leg behind you. Good. And then curl that shoulder, top shoulder back, 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 back. Like you're going to fall back behind you, like you're going to fall back behind you. And then take your top leg and now definitely step up behind you. Step up behind you and lean back, lean back, lean back. Keep that right shoulder deep onto your back. That's gorgeous. And then take your left hand down to the floor and try the other side. Roz, you rock. Take it to the other side. Left shoulder deep on your back. Nice, Heidi. Yes, pull that top shoulder. That's it. That's it. And then step your top leg behind you. Go, go, go. Like you're going to do a full back bend here. Woohoo. And then come on back. Come on down to your knees. As you press back to child's pose, take your upper body to the right. I think I'm yelling. Take your upper body to the right. I'm very excited. And stretch your left side body a lot. I was with my grandkids yesterday for a while, and they scream all the time. We scream and somebody thinks we're being mean. Scream more. I love to watch my daughter too, because the volume that's in that house is so loud that when you're not in it every day, you just hear the loudness, and she just keeps doing everything that she normally does. Volume is hysterical. Go to the other side. Remember, you're taking your arms and your side body as long as it'll reach. You're giving yourself a little bit more breathing space in the intercostal muscles of the rib cage. Good. Come on back. All right, I want you to come lay on your belly. Take your right arm out to the right. Turn on to your right side. So turn on to your right side. If you need balance, you can take your top foot, your left foot, and step it in front of you or behind you for balance if you need it. Just stretching that right shoulder. So lean over, lay on that side. And then come back and take it to the other side. Left arm stretches right out to the left. You lie over on that left side. And the top foot can step behind you or in front of you for balance if you need it. Beautiful. Come onto your belly. Clasp your hands behind your back. So one of the things we often do here is we pull the hands down so the shoulders drop down. So lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Keep the shoulders towards your ears and then pull the shoulder blades deep onto your back. And then straighten the arms and lift your head, neck, and chest. Maybe you can lift your legs if that feels good. Good, then drop your hands down to Cobra, drop your legs down, let them get heavy. Come on up, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Make it a little intoxicated Cobra, move side to side so you feel your shoulders moving. And then press back downward facing dog. Nice, Laura. Everybody's Allison, gorgeous. Stepping your right foot forward. Walk to your left till you come to the center of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. And do a deep bow here. See the weight that you're placing onto your feet is on your heels and your toes. Then walk your hands back. It's like you're walking toward where your face is where your eyes are facing. Walk your hands that way and then turn your fingertips in the opposite direction. Gorgeous. Okay, hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Turn your right toes forward. Bend your right knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Clasp your hands behind your back. I don't want you to bow inside your right knee. I want you just to lean to the right. So left shoulder still stays on top of right shoulder. Just lean to the right. Yep. Keep going, keep going. Bend that knee more deeply, more deeply. Good. And then let your right hand fall to the floor inside your right knee. Let your left arm reach to the sky and then press your shoulder and your knee toward each other. Get your head up a little bit, Audrey. Yeah, there you go. Nice, Anna. Beautiful. And then touch down, frame the front foot, drop your knee, your back knee, left knee to the mat. Inhale your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Deep breath in here. Your arms are reaching as if you're being held by something above you, and then you can draw back into yourself. And then here, turn your palms face forward. Take a deep inhale. Make your hands into little claws like you're holding a barbell. And then pull down, pull down. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale, pull down. Good, one more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Good, hands down to the floor. Jump switch to the other side. Inhale the arms to the sky. And remember, at any time you want to squeeze and lift the pelvic floor and release it, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor and release it. Nice, Ruchi. Keep that knee moving forward, please. And then make that little claw again, and then inhale, exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Good, one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. And then let your hands drop inside of your left knee. Lift your back knee. We're going to come back to, I'll fix what I did on the other side. Lift your back knee up here. Drop your back heel. Take your left arm inside of your left leg. Take your right arm up to the sky. Squeeze your knee into your arm. Open the inner thighs. So you're going to, so left arm down, right arm up, Nancy. Your left leg is still forward, honey. Yeah, there you go. And then deep breath in here. Let your right hand drop down next to your left and walk to the right until you come to the center of your mat. Turn your feet so they're parallel to each other and deeply bow. Good. Here, clasp your hands behind your back. Bend your elbows for just a moment. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears. And then begin to have the shoulder blades come deep onto your back as your arms come up and over any amount. And then gently release your hands down. Walk back to the front of the mat. Step to the front of the mat, standing forward bend. Place your hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Drop your arms alongside the body, close your eyes and just feel. Maybe good, maybe bad, who knows? May I do my work? My tapas. One way I had read tapas explained was having a burning enthusiasm. Tapas is fire. Jump into the fire of life to be transformed. But someone can translate that fire as something that's going to kill us or something that's going to destroy us. But as yogis, we know that tapas is what helps to transform us into everything we're meant to be, the fullness, the Purnam of ourselves. Left hand for left ankle, Natrajasana, left hand, left ankle. And then right hand, left ankle. And then draw your shoulders back and kick your foot back. Kick your foot back and send your chest forward and send your gaze upward. Keep your navel in. If you can just reach for one hand for the ankle, that's absolutely fine. Try to kick that heel back. Kick, kick, kick. It's going to open those shoulders like nobody's business. Good. Inhale, come back. Ask yourself a question. Had I held my breath that whole time? Good, Lynn. Let's try the other side. And beautiful ones. So see if you can reach with your hands to both hands to one ankle, but if not, one hand is perfect. Strap is great. Kick the foot back, take the shoulders back, keep the navel in. Keep breathing as you come forward. Release the leg down and sit back into chair. Bring your hands to your heart center, prayer twist to the right, left elbow hooks over that right knee. Tack your left hip back. Yes. Good. Come back to chair. Try to stay low and prayer twist to the other side. Good. Come back to center and then lower down to squat or stay in chair for just another moment. Keep breathing. And then lay on your back into happy baby pose. That same feeling of rounding, right? When you're rounding, as much as I keep asking you to round, feel that part of your back pressing into the floor here. Good, and then place your right foot down onto the floor. And start to work your left knee over your left shoulder. So you can lift up your head to do that. And all it means is your left arm is inside your left knee. And you just keep working your shoulder up and squeezing your shoulder and your knee. That's it. Keep the sit bones moving wide, the navel drawing in. You're squeezing that shin, so you're getting that great action of hugging the shin in. Nice, everybody. And then gently release that down. Pause with your knees bent for a moment and breathe. Let's take it to the second side. Right knee comes up. Nice, Dana. Nice, Melissa. Yay, Ruchi. And just start working it. So it's a slow, mindful, where can I feel myself opening, both working the shoulder and the knee, widening the shin, hugging the knee in. I know you're hugging the shin in too, but think of pulling it wide, then pulling it in. So there's this really great pulsation happening. Great, Andra. And then let it go. And again, bend both knees, plant both feet, and just breathe here for a moment. Take it into bridge pose. Plant your feet well. Lift your hips. Clasp your hands underneath you. Absolutely grab a block if you want to do restorative bridge. Lift your chin slightly so the sides of your throat stays nice and long. This pulsation of your breath. Good. And then lower your hips back down. And take your feet off the floor and wrap your right knee on top of your left knee. And then wrap your left elbow on top of your right elbow. Did I say that right? No, switch. So you have your left knee on top of your right, right? What do you have? Right on top of left? Yes, and then left elbow on top of right. So you're just switching. So your right knee is on top of your left elbow is on top of your right. Make sure you're not letting your hands fall into your face. Lift your hands up slightly. Good. Keep those knees drawing in so your navel is activated. Lying down, Garudasana. And you're breathing. And then change sides, switch. Bring that sense of calm here. Sense of long exhales. Feel the shoulders stretching, stretching, stretching. Good. And then hug your knees into your chest. Enjoy your breath here. And then roll up onto all fours. Come on up to your hands and knees. And then take your hands and turn them back towards your knees. Just turn your fingertips back towards your knees. You're stretching your wrists. You could do it either way, where your palms are flat or you're on either side. So see which one's giving you the best stretch. If you have your palms down onto the mat, lean back a little bit. Good. And then turn your palms face forward. Good. Now send your right knee in front of your left knee, right knee in front of your left knee. You might need a block to sit back between your heels. If this doesn't work for you, send your right shin in front of your left shin. Once you've arrived, you can put a block. Do you have a block there? Put a block between your heels. Once you've arrived, take your hands over your head and hold opposite elbows over your head. Lift up your chin. Pull your spine long, really long. Lift your chin. Your shoulders are tight. Your chin's going to want to drop here. Good. And then walk your hands forward. And once your hands come to that forward spot where you're doing a forward bend, right? Pull your hands back just a little bit to really engage the work in that upper back, shoulders. And then even here, you can walk your hand slightly to the right, like you're taking a little twist. Walk your hands to the left. Stretching your hip. Come back to center, walk up and switch legs, other knee on top. Hold overhead, opposite elbows. Lift your chin. Again, make sure that you put a block underneath your seat if your knee is nice and high. Good, Lisa. Especially if you're healing. Great. Pull up, pull yourself tall, 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 tall. And then walk yourself forward if you can. If not, stay right where you are. Pull the floor back toward you. You can take that side stretch if you like to one side and then to the other. Good, and come on up. Good, stretch your legs out in front of you. You're gonna bend your right knee. Stack your right foot on the opposite side of your left leg. You're gonna twist to the right, hook your elbow. Some of you can bind here. I always say I'm going to come back in my next lifetime with longer arms, but I have to be careful because I might come back as a monkey. So if you want to bind, reach your hand underneath your knee, between that little space that's created, and then take your right hand behind you. So your right hand comes behind you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or just use that hook to get the shoulders to stretch. Keep your right butt cheek on the floor though still. Remember, your back hand is supporting you if it's on the floor. It's not, you're not leaning back into it. It's lifting you up. Good. Inhale deeply here. Remember, as you release, you keep all that inner quality of navel drawn in. So release slowly, maybe counter stretch or twist to the other side if you'd like. Yeah. And then come back to center. Switch sides. Maybe some of you, it's hard to stack your foot on the other side, so keep it on the same side. That's fine. Make sure you keep your left hip down, though. Yeah, looks beautiful. Flex your right foot. Maybe take it into the bind. But remember, if you take it into the bind, I don't want to see your shoulders falling forward. They have to stay shoulders back if you're taking the bind. Beautiful. And again, as you release, you keep everything drawing in. Good. Counter twist to the other side if you'd like. And then straighten that left leg out. Hug your right knee back in. Lift your right shin off the floor. Maybe you're going to put your right foot into your left elbow crease. Maybe you're just going to bring your shin in front of you and just rock it side to side. Whatever you're doing, make sure the foot stays flexed. Pull your toes back here. Good. Some of you can stay right here. Some of you can place your right hand down on the floor and start to work your shoulder over your, your knee over your shoulder. So the right hand stays inside. Yep. Put the hand on the floor and then push that shoulder into that upper leg and try to get that knee close to that shoulder. Same way you were doing it when you were lying down. So Jane, your arm inside, if you want to try that. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good, bad, who knows? Good, gently release. Right? Because your mind could say, this is really bad, Sheryl. Try the other side. You can just do the rocking first. You can even go as far as rocking by letting your left hip fall down to the floor. So you know how when we roll on a ball, and it's sore? Sometimes if you want, you just put your left hand down onto the floor and just roll onto that left hip for a moment. Yeah, that's it. Roll over onto that hip. Okay, if you're getting ready to take it over the shoulder, you're going to take the left arm underneath the left knee. Yeah, and that arm just helps to push that knee a little bit wider. And then your right hand is holding the foot. Beautiful. That's it, everybody. And gently release. Nice. Okay, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop wide and come forward any amount. Good, Anne. Feet together, knees wide. Keep the navel drawn in, come on up. Here's time for an inversion. So if you want to do shoulder stand, legs up the wall, headstand, handstand, form balance. Up to you. If you'd rather just lie on your back and take your legs straight up without a wall, that'll work too. some sort of inversion. Legs up the wall, legs straight up, shoulders stand, head stand, hands stand. Do inversion so we can see the world just a little differently. Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see. Telling you though, my favorite part of that, not only is it so powerful for us to think that way, but I love the village people keep rushing back onto the property to tell what they think. This is terrible. This is great. This is terrible. This is great. Shut up. Keep breathing wherever you've chosen to be. Stay one more minute here. If that seems unreasonable to you, come on out of your inversion early. That's or earlier than I suggest. And as you feel ready, begin to wander back to seated position at the front of your mat. If you just came out of headstand, feel free to take a child's pose for a moment. Come back to a seated cross-legged position when you're ready. We'll do a little alternate nostril breathing. It's one of our great pranayama practices to help us stay as that witness, place of balance and equanimity. So maybe take your left hand and make Jnana Mudra, thumb and first finger touching on your lap. And then take your right hand, and you can use just your thumb and your ring finger on your right hand to close off your right nostril. Inhale through your left. Then close off your left nostril. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right nostril. Close it off. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. And exhale through your right. Keep going like this. If you have a very stuffed up nose and you want to just use your imagination to move in through one nostril instead of closing them off, you can do that. It'll still work. Breathing in through one nostril with your mind and out through the other. Next time you exhale through your left nostril, release your hand down. Just sit for 1 minute in silent meditation. You can stay here as long as you'd like, or come down to lie on your back or Shavasana. If you wish to do a final spinal twist on your back, you're welcome to do that as well. Ever so gently begin to deepen your breath. Let your body begin to stretch in any way that serves you well. If you're lying on your back, go ahead and rise up to sit. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Deep breath in for the sound of Om. Sliding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Go make it great. Go plant your jar.
Thank you, Sheryl.
You're welcome. You're
Thanks, Sheryl.
welcome.
Beautiful class. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love.